Hey guys, it's me Gideon and welcome back to DIREWOLF20 1.7.10 episode 5. We're kind of where we left off. Last episode we got ourselves some basic machines. We got ourselves to this capacitor bank that holds 5 million redstone flux. It's fully charged up from the two magmatic dynamos we've got running behind this wall. It's pumping lava from the nether, so it's real cheap. You know, it doesn't require mining resources, and as we all know, lava nether is plenty supply. Not actually use the pulverizer yet. I'm going to start using it soon. We're also going to use craft a liquid transposer and magmatic crucible. But for this episode, what I really want to be doing, we've done a few sort of we've done the Tinker's Construct, we've done some technical based mods. Now I really want to get into magic. Not done a lot off camera, got a little bit of a farm going. Still got my 5 essence berry bushes here with the give us the concentrate essence berry. Right clicking gives us the XP. Something I might do hopefully this episode is do an XP drain. I believe there's a way through either Ender IO or open blocks where we can, or we could use both together really. Just put a small sort of liquid XP storage area that we can drain our XP into and take out as we need. So yeah, we might get round to that, but what I really want to be doing is getting into magic based mods. First thing that I want to get going with is Thaumcraft, but this area I want to keep to machines. There's not a lot of room left here. Don't really want to go this way because we've got a tunnel down to the mine in there. So as you can see, I moved our Ender IO setup from here over. So we're just going to dig down here, dig ourselves a separate room a bit deeper, take us away from the noise of the mobs. What I've done, I've crafted these carpenter's stairs. We've got the carpenter mod installed on this pack, and really easy to craft. You've got the carpenter blocks, you just shape them in stairs as you would. It just sticks around any wood plank, and you place the blocks down. As you can see, I've got a couple of the wedge slopes here, and then you right click with whatever material you want to cover, and it gives you a nice effect. And as you can't craft stone stairs, that's the option. I'm going to use carpenter stone stairs. So I'm just going to speed build through this, just clear an area out, and we'll be right back. guys, so we're back. So yeah, just a small area that I wanted to get set up. It's not perfect, you know, but it will certainly do just to start with. We're just going to use this for kind of a magic based area. I am going to need our move the waypoint, so we'll just remove it for a while. Okay, so what we're doing one of my favourite mods, Thaumcraft. I absolutely love this mod. I think it's brilliant. Really kind of quite easy to get going with. So we are going to need. We'll take a stack of wood. We're also going to want some clay. We want two actually. 2 feathers. Can't see the feathers. No, I had some. Okay, I kind of dealt with it. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go find some feathers. Okay, right. You would not believe how far I had to go to get feathers. I literally this whole area I scouted around. Come down, found this village here, went all the way around here, didn't find a single chicken, and I eventually, as I crossed back over this water, found chickens just at the start of this island, that close to our base. Killer. But never mind. Right, so let's get going. We are going to want some I can remember the recipe, glass files. Up. There we go. And combine them in a crafting table, gives us scribing tools. Now for Thaumcraft you're going to want 2 of these. And we're also going to want quite a lot of paper, so yeah, you want to get yourself a sugarcane farm going fairly early. Now, the be-all and end-all of Thaumcraft is the Phenomenomicon. You get that by you craft a bookshelf. Like so, you put that on the ground. You get some iron nuggets. This is kind of the starting basics of getting into Thaumcraft. We want 2 of those, and then a stick, 2 iron caps. It gives us an iron capped wooden wand, the very first basic wand. You right click on the shelf, gives you the Phenomenomicon. Now I believe you can find these in dungeons etc throughout the world. If you do, just pick it up, it doesn't matter, it's bound to the player. And it details everything in here. Research, knowledge fragments, the Phenomenomicon itself, plants and trees, the ores relating to Thaumcraft, the kind of enchantments you can get, about the pets, that scavenger creature that we're seeing kind of going around, auras, nodes, advanced node tapping, all these kind of things. Now, over the last few episodes, I've mentioned about the thermometer and about scanning as many objects as you can in the world. I've not really done as much as I'd have liked to. But once you get your Phenomenomicon, it will show you all the aspects you've learned, and it will link all the items you've researched into those aspects. Now you can combine these aspects through a research table to discover aspects you've not researched yet, but it does cost you the research points that you've gained. So obviously, you know, for Metallin we have 23 research points, for Ordo 29, for Decio 37, etc. So it does cost you research points to try to discover items, so it's not really worth doing unless you know which you want to combine. But we are going to need the research table now, which is just these wooden planks, slabs. We want 2 tables. We'll put those there, and this is where you want to use your scribing tool first. Just right click. Straight away that scribing tool will disappear. We had 2, now we've got 1, and it's in here, and it lists all the aspects that we've discovered. As you go through, this whole area will fill up, and you'll start going across pages. That's how many aspects there are. Where I mentioned about combining aspects to try to discover an aspect you've not yet discovered, you could just right click, it places one aspect in there, right click another and click it, and it will tell you by the sound whether there's something that can be combined to be learned or not. Now with Thaumcraft there is on the aspects there are primal aspects, which are the most basic type. There's 6 of them: the Air, Terra, Ignis, Aqua, Ordo and Perditio. And then every other aspect is called a compound aspect. The compound aspects are made up of the primary aspects. So Lux is made up of Air and Ignis, so Air being the primary aspect, Ignis being the other. Tenebrae is made up of Lux and Vacos. Now that is, if you read into that, that's not made up of a primary aspect, but Ignis is, Lux is made up of a primary aspect, so it all just kind of interlinks, and that's where you'll find that the Tenebrae you won't discover until you discovered Lux, because it's not linked directly to a primary aspect. So that's the key to it. That's the key to the research. You need to unlock the aspects to discover new aspects. To then, there's aspects tied with so many items. But we've not discovered all of them. Like I said, I've not discovered half as many aspects as I would have liked to at that point. But it's not too big a problem now. I thought it was just paper. No, it's not. No, it's not paper. Right. Sorry, yeah. Silly me. That's how the mechanics have changed. Thaumcraft from 1.5. You'd put a bit of paper in here, and you'd kind of click through a load of things until you found a research item. Now that's all tied in through your Phenomenomicon. Now, one of the first things I'd recommend you do the research through is the research expertise. It's on the basic information page. Obviously, you've got Thaumaturgy, Alchemy, Artifice, Golemcy, Traherimagy, Thaumic Tinkering, Thaumic Esoterica, and AOBD. AOBD is the mod about ore grinding, etc. But yeah, go on your basic information page, click on the research expertise, and you'll get a research note. Now the research note is what goes in your research table. What we have here, we have our Ordo aspect, the primary aspect, and there's 2 aspects that haven't been discovered yet, so we cannot complete this research. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I have completed this research, but yeah, I'm trying to remember what it is. So yeah, there's no point at even trying to complete this research until we've actually discovered these 2 aspects. Like I say, you could try linking all these aspects together to try to discover one you've not discovered as yet. You could just be wasting all these research points, and especially at the early stage of your Thaumaturgy, because these are quite hard to get. As you get into the game and you develop through the mod a lot more, they become quite plentiful, and there's ways of gaining the research points without actually researching items. So that's kind of really about Thaumcraft. That's what we really want to get into. But yeah, where I haven't heeded my own advice and kind of researched as much as I should, that's where we're kind of stuck at this point. There are other things. There's some items in here that you can get free research for, but I can't find any at the minute. Obviously the iron capped wand that we have, it's the basic wand. There's no other way of describing it. Iron cap, you know, as we've done. But again, as we kind of go through, we learn about more wand cores that, you know, are much better. We've got gold wand caps, copper, and wand foci. Now, originally, you know, anyone new to this version of Thaumcraft, we'll remember the different types of wand: the wand of frost, wand of fire, wand of equal trade, etc. This version, you have one wand. You don't have multiple wands. You have one wand, and then you have the wand foci. The foci is what cap goes on your wand to perform certain commands as such. So this, you know, wand of fire, you'd put the fire foci on, and it would act as normal as the wand of foci. So a lot better. But yeah, we'll kind of go through that. The wand cores and the wand caps. The better the wand cap and core, the more capacity it has. You know, the basic capped wooden wand capacity of 25, really kind of low. But yeah, we don't want to sort of jump forward too much to kind of explain that too much in depth. We'll go back to that soon. So before we really carry on with Thaumcraft, we're going to have to do a lot more research, which I'll go around the world and kind of do that off camera. Like I say, I did mention it, there's a lot of kind of tutorials on how to do it, shortcuts, etc. The things to research in order. You know, they're good, you know, they're helpful for people that got stuck, but I much prefer to kind of find my own way as such. So we'll go back to that. One of the other mods that I'm really kind of keen to get into, I've never played it with yet, is Botania. I've seen some spotlights on it. I've seen some kind of people tinkering around with it and the kind of things you can do with it, and it looks really cool. So I want to get into that. It's really easy to start with. I believe we can get going with that straight away. It is literally a sapling of any type, could be spruce, oak, etc. And we get the Lexica Botania, and it's exactly the same as the Phenomenicon. The Lexica is the kind of in-mod guide or in-game guide for the mod. So we can open it up, and it just explains about the world, the variety of mystical flora, the actual flowers, etc, etc. It's a lot of book, a lot of pages, and as you kind of go through it, you open up a lot more things as well. What I do know, because you know, I mean, I really don't want this playthrough to act as a tutorial for particular mods. I just want to share my game with you guys. But what I do know is that we want to build a petal apocryphy, which is a white petal, stone slabs, and cobblestone. So we'll take some of that, we'll make ourselves some slabs, and we want a petal of any kind of type. I want to keep these mystical white flowers because I know I'm going to need those more in game. What have I got more of? Got quite a few of these magenta ones, so I'll just take one of those. And to get the petals, you literally put it in a crafting table, you get your petal. Nice and easy. So we'll craft this up for ourselves. Now, you don't have to do this. It's outside, and to be honest, I don't really plan on doing it outside. There's no benefit to it as such. But I mean, something I do know about Thaumcraft is as you go kind of into the game, and it depends how far you want to go with it. I mean, it's a really cool mod. It's one of my favourite. You're going to want a large area for all the kind of things that you're going to need to craft to discover certain aspects. But just for now, we're going to kind of do our Botania in here. I do need some water. There is in the Ender.io mod there is a reservoir. That's it, which is just basically a cauldron surrounded by glass, and it kind of acts as an endless water supply, I suppose you could say. We've not got enough glass. That's okay, I'll do that in a minute. Go get some sand. It's light, good. So we can get some sand and get some more glass made up. So obviously this is my closest water supply at the minute, apart from the farm that I've got going over there. But I've come here because I need sand anyway, so I may as well just dig this out. It's really quick and easy with the excavator. That'll do for now. We get a couple of buckets of water. Yeah, I don't know. I run everywhere. I'm impatient. So we'll get our sand out. With the sand go, so they're already there. Yeah, we'll get our sand smelting into glass. Make a bit of room in there. While we're doing that, I'm just going to make a really quick water supply for us here. So the dirt, the apocryphy, you just click on the side and it puts the water in. Now, like I say, I've never played with this mod. It would be kind of safe to say I don't actually know what I'm doing. But I'm going to kind of learn. I'm determined. I've never played with it before. Fused quartz. I think I've got some of that, but I might be wrong. Not a problem. Let's take you out. Mark that as alloys, and that should make us quite quickly the fuse course. So the Petapocothery, you place it in the world, give it some water, and you put any petals in it. From it releases their energies. Once one has set the correct petal in, throwing some seeds in will finalise the process. So yeah, so what I know of is that you put some petals in it, you throw some seeds in, and it completes the process. What the process is, I have no idea, but we're about to find out. And I actually want to another one of those. What we're doing? Think, man. Right, so let's get some petals. That's ones I used before, so we'll use the same again. Right, so yeah, we've got something happening. I'm not sure what. No, we just need some seeds. We've got one. We're going. Okay. Right. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap the episode up here. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to have a look at Spotlight. Give me an idea of what I'm actually going to be doing with Botania. And in the meantime, I'm going to go around and do some more Thaumcraft research to give us the kind of unlock some of the aspects that we're going to need to actually do some research. I think I'm going to put this... As you see, it kind of links up. And you put two in, and it's... Yep, there's a constant supply now. There is a way you could set this with the yellow wrench. Yeah, you can set it to autofill, but I think we'd have to have this a level down. I might do that. I might play about with it. Again, I'll research it so I know what I'm on about, and yeah, we'll take it up on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please rate, subscribe, and you know, any comments, hints or tips, please leave in the comment section below. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you come back for the next episode where we're actually going to know what we're talking about, hopefully. But yeah, take it easy.